Let me guess, you click this video because you're trying to dispute accounts on your credit report. Well, guess what? You're at the right place. As you can see, I have my Sunday's best on right now because what you're about to get in this video is a step-by-step tutorial on how to dispute an account from start to finish. I can't even believe that I'm doing this. It's going to put a lot of credit repair agencies out of business, but you deserve it. I've listened. I've seen all the comments, and everybody's always asking for how do you dispute an account on your credit report. Grab a pen, grab a pencil, and let's get started, baby. Let's get right into it. One of the first things you're going to want to have to do is pull a copy of your credit report. I'm not talking about Credit Karma or any of those other free sites. You're going to have to pay for credit monitoring. Typically, it's going to be about $30 a month. In this tutorial, who I want you guys to use is Smart Credit. I am partnered with them, so yes, when you do sign up, there is a commission fee that I get, but ultimately, you need to get a credit monitoring site that actually gives you all three credit bureaus all together. Smart Credit is the best credit monitoring service. And down in the description, when you get to this point, use my link to actually sign up. I'm going to go through the steps of actually doing that and what it is that you're going to need to do so that way you can properly send off your dispute letters the correct way. So as you guys can see, I have Smart Credit up here. If you use my link and you did it correctly, it should say partner with Clear and Strategic. It shouldn't say anybody else's information here. This is to let you know that you're actually under my partnership with Smart Credit. And because I'm giving you guys this information, use my link and sign up. If you've already had Smart Credit at one point, do me a favor. Contact Smart Credit and let them know that you partnered with Clear and Strategic and you want to use this link. So this is the link that should actually show. For those of you who are trying to sign up, right here is where you're going to actually do your sign up. So you'll click this button, you'll fill out the information with regards to everything, and then you should get it in. Once you are in there, you'll click the login button here. So if you've done it correctly, and you have paid for your Smart Credit monitoring, once you've logged in, once again, if you've done it correctly, it will say partner with Clear and Strategic. This is what you're going to basically get as a breakdown. The first thing that you're going to want to do is you could just click the reports and you're going to go down to 3B reports. Another way to do it is right here. You can click these three things right here, and then you'll go down to 3B report. Both ways actually work. I know that on Google Chrome versus the Safari, for those of you who may have Safari, it may look a little bit different. But ultimately, that's where you're going to have to go. 3B report score. Once you click that, it'll bring up your scores. What you're going to want to do after you do that, so that way you can view all three credit reports the same, you see this button here? It says Classic View. Click that. Once you're at the Classic View, now you can see all three of your credit reports. For this example, I'm going to show you how to factually dispute an account that's been charged off. This works with collection accounts, derogatory accounts, profit and loss accounts, anything negative on your credit profile. Factual disputing works. One thing that I always recommend everybody do is that you print out this credit report. You print it out. Print out every single page so that way as you're going through these steps, you'll actually know what to do. So now that you have your printed out credit report, what you're going to want to do is, and I'm just going to show you here on the computer, but you're going to want to actually grab a pencil or a pen and you're going to do this. You're going to circle webhut. Now, with factual disputing, what you're doing is, even though this account is an actual legit account that you possibly may owe, you're looking for inaccuracies on the actual credit profile. Now, in order to do so, they have account number and high balance, last verified, date of last activity, all the way down to credit limit, right? You have all these different subjects that are showing right here on the side. What you want to do is with account number, you want to look across. Are the account numbers the same? As you can see with TransUnion, it shows the account number. Experian shows the account number, and Equifax shows the account number. Here, they're all the same. One of the main places that you will see inaccurate stuff is down here at the date of last activity. You see this right here? Date of last activity. Right here at TransUnion, it shows 4/2/20, 2020, 5/1/2020, and Equifax shows 10/1/2019. As you can see, all three of these dates are not right. So what you want to do is circle date of last activity, circle TransUnion's date, Experian's date, and Equifax date. You're circling those, and I'll explain to you later when you're actually getting the letters together why you actually need to circle those things. Now we're going to actually look at the actual letter. So when you're filling out your letter, it's very simple. You're going to put your full name here, your current address here, your date of birth here, and it says social security number, but the last four of your social security number. In this case, it's going to Equifax, but you're going to have Experian and TransUnion. You're going to have 3 separate letters to send them out, but it shows all of that. And one of the most important parts is today's date, not the date that you're actually writing up the letter, because some of you guys will actually probably do the letters and then not mail it for a week or 2 days or 3 days after this. So the date that you're going to actually mail the letter is the date that you're going to want to put here on your actual phone. Today's date. As you can see, it's going to be titled Letter to Remove Inaccurate Credit Information. Then you have to go down here. I'm writing to dispute the accuracy of certain accounts on my credit report. Upon reviewing my credit report from the 3 major credit bureaus, I've identified discrepancies in my reporting of the following accounts. This is where it's going to come in. Remember how we have the web finger hut. It's simple if you're looking at it online, or if you have to write it down, or if you have to copy it. Right here, I'll just copy it, Command C. Then I'll go back to the actual letter, and right here, that is the name of the creditor, right? Web BNC Finger Hut. You want to copy it just as it is written on your credit report. And then right there, I just match the destination so it looks the same. The next thing you're going to want to do is get the account number. This is very important. The account number, as we can see, is this. Take everything that you see on your smart credit report, Command copy, switch to the other page, and simply Command V will paste it. Match the destination form so it looks the exact same. Those are the first 2 steps that you're going to do. Next, you're going to go back to your credit report. What are we disputing? In this situation, we're doing date of last activity. So you copy that, and right here, it says account status because that was a different situation, but you're going to copy V, date of last activity. You're going to match the destination so it all looks the same. This account is not accurate, which is something you're going to put across the board regardless of what you are actually disputing. The creditor is reporting, in this case, 3 different, it says statuses here, but we'll change it to dates, to the credit bureaus on my, as you can see, smart credit report. TransUnion reports, and that's what you'll put here. TransUnion reports date, and then you'll go back to your credit report, and as you can see, it shows here, April 2nd, 2020. So I'm just going to copy that and come right here and paste it. Right here, we don't want that there. So that's simple. TransUnion reports date April 2nd, 2020. Experian reports date. And what does Experian report? We'll go back there. Experian is showing right here. They are reporting May 1st, 2025. So you want to go Command copy, Command C for copy. And then right where after that date, Command V to actually put the date there. Match the text destination, space. So you have TransUnion reports this date, Experian reports this date, and then lastly, you want to probably put in and Equifax reports. Remember, we're going to add date. And here, we're grabbing Equifax, copying it, Command C. Then we're going to the page, back to where you were, Command V. Match the text destination. Equifax reports this date. Now, after this period, the dates are not the same. Then next, you want to give them a command. I expect it to be corrected or removed promptly. That simple with regards to it. And that's how you're going to send the actual letter off. Now, for those of you who have multiple accounts, that's exactly what you're going to do. If you have another account, you're going to always grab, you remember, name of the account number, grab all the information with regards to the account number, and then as you're identifying, in this case, we did date of last activity, it shows that. If you want to look at something else, date opened, if that's what you were disputing. Here it shows 2 different dates, but you can place that in there and so on and so forth. So it shows you that. So then with regards to your letter, you're adding the name of the creditor, the account number, what it is that you're actually disputing. And then if you're having to put in the dates, obviously you're getting the dates, or if the status is not right or whatever the circumstance is, you're placing that in these areas. And then you have to give a command. I expect it to be corrected or removed. You have to tell the credit bureaus what you want to happen with regards to that account. The thing that you want to look at next is the other verbiage after the account. So if you have 10 accounts, 20 accounts, you're going to do them just like you did this one. Now underneath there, according to the Fair Credit Reporting Act, which is the FCRA, credit reporting agencies are required to maintain accurate and consistent information. The discrepancies identified violated the FCRA's mandated maximum possible accuracy as outlined, and there we have, which is very key, the actual code that was in violation. 15 U.S. Code S 1681EB. So you're actually telling them what's wrong and you're giving them the actual code with regards to that. Next paragraph. I request that you conduct a thorough investigation of these accounts and correct any inaccuracies. I have attached copies of the relevant sections of my credit report from each credit bureau for your reference. I'm going to stop right here and explain to you why on the actual credit report, why it's important that you're going to do that. You remember how I told you, in this case, you're going to circle date of last activity, and you're going to circle all these dates on TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. You're going to circle all those dates, right? So while you're circling all of these dates, one thing you're going to have to do, you remember I told you you're going to have to print out your credit report. On your credit report, because this is an account that you're actually disputing, you're going to want to make 3 copies of this, because you're going to send 1 copy to TransUnion, 1 copy to Experian, 1 copy to Equifax. So you're going to want to make copies of those. So by printing it out, it makes it easier. You can make a copy of that and you include it once you get your letter with your letter here. The last thing it says here is please provide me with a written response detailing the results of your investigation within 30 days as required by the FCRA. The information cannot be verified, or if it's found to be inaccurate, I expect it to be corrected or removed promptly. Thank you for your attention to this matter. I look forward to your timely response. Sincerely yours, and you print your name right here at the bottom. And however many accounts that you add here, whether it's 20 accounts or 3 accounts, make sure on your credit report you make a copy of them and you attach it to the letters to each of the credit bureaus to mail with your letters, so that way they can see exactly what it is that you're stating with regards to your accounts. So it's very, very important that you do each and every one of those steps. Once you actually print them out, within your letters, you should have the actual dispute letter. You should have a copy of the actual accounts that you're disputing on your credit report, circled every discrepancy depending on what category that you're actually going to dispute the account in. Then thirdly, you're going to want to attach your forms of identification with regards to you. You're going to want to attach a driver's license, an ID, or a passport. You're going to want to attach proof of address. Typically, you're going to want to have 2 proofs of address. That's a bank statement with your name and your current address on there, as well as some type of mail that you got in the mail. Something you got in the mail with your first and last name and your current address on there. And then as an added measure, I always tell people, add your social security card. Make a copy of that and add it. Now, before you actually mail those letters out, everything that you have, make a hard copy of that as well and keep it for your records. Keep it in an envelope and set it aside. When you have all those documents that you're going to mail out to the actual credit bureaus, before you mail it, make yourself an actual copy. You're going to need that later just in case you're going to try, if you have to go and sue them or take the matter any further. You're going to have proof that you actually sent those letters off. When you mail your letter, you cannot send it regular mail. Because if you send it regular mail, you cannot prove that your letter got to the actual credit bureaus. What you're going to have to do is send it certified mail. And I will show you what that is. Go down to your local post office, and you're going to have to fill out one of these slips. This is the slip that I'm talking about. Let me try and zoom in on it so you guys can see it. It's a green slip. This is going to be the slip that you're going to have to get. As you can see, it says certified mail. This is the information you're going to have to send. The reason why you have to send those letters certified mail is you can actually, once you pay, it's going to be $5 to even higher depending on how much your letters, but it's well worth that investment. Because you're going to get a 16-digit tracking number. And with that 16-digit tracking number, you can tell when it was actually delivered to the credit bureaus. You go on Google, you do a quick Google search of that 16-digit tracking number, and it'll tell you if it's been delivered. The date that it was delivered, not that you mailed it, the date that it was delivered, then you know credit bureaus have 30 days to respond from that date time. Sometimes they respond earlier. Sometimes they may even ignore it. But nevertheless, you have the proof with that tracking number. So you go look, and whatever date it states, you go 30 days from that time span. And at 30 days from that time span, you should get an actual letter in the mail from each of the credit bureaus with a response. And because you're sending these letters, the response will be they'll be deleted. For those of you who stayed all the way till the end, guess what? That letter you're going to be able to get absolutely for free. Let me show you how you're going to be able to get that letter. So now, as you can see, the video that you're actually watching right now, I'm going to click on one video in general just to show you. Right when you scroll down, as you can see, right in this area, it says more. You click more. Down here, you're going to have to go to the free resource to kickstart your credit journey. It's the free letter bundle is what I call it. In this, you're going to get the factual dispute letter, and there's more. you're going to get a pay to delete letter, a cease and desist letter, a goodwill letter, and a debt verification letter. What you're going to want to do is click this link right here. It'll take you to my actual web page. Right here, it says download my letter bundle. Click the letter bundle. Now, I can't stress to you how important it is. Fill out your first name, your last name, very, very important, your phone number, and your email. Click download. Once you click download, like magic, it's going to come to your email. Now check your spam mail. Those of you who have Gmail and Yahoo, sometimes it goes to the spam mail. Check your spam mail. It'll be titled Free Letter Bundle, and it will come from my email, jmcneil at barrettrecovery.com. Be sure to check that. You'll get those letters absolutely for free. Now let me ask you a question. Was this information good? And is this going to help you on your credit journey? I am pretty sure no one ever wants to share this type of information because a lot of credit repair companies feel like they'll be put out of business. If you notice, across the internet, no one gives detailed with regards to a dispute letter just like that. Another thing that I want you guys to do is in that description down below, look at joining my private school community. In that community is like-minded individuals just like yourself. The goal is to get your finances in order. And one of the first things you're going to have to do is get your credit set up. Now, if you have any questions, put them down in the comment section. I promise I'll answer those questions. And like I always state, you be great.